you're not willing to hear someone out, and if you always be thinking that what people have a reason for not doing things that you don't like to do is an excuse, then guess what, bruh? Congratulations. We don't have to be friends. We don't have to be friends. You feel what I'm saying? If you feel like I'm downplaying your own accomplishments, which, to be honest, I don't really give a fuck about your accomplishments. I care about you as a human being first, if I care about your accomplishments, then we don't have to hang out. I barely hang out with him as it is. One, because he hangs out with my brother, and my big brother and him do shit that I don't really do. I don't be fucking around different bitches. I don't be smoking up a tree. I don't even be drinking that much. The only time I really be drinking is if I'm around family members. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But even then, it's very minimal. So I already don't do a lot of things that y'all niggas be doing. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be disrespecting me, because this ain't the first time I've been disrespected by him or like my big brother or like even by other friends and stuff that I've known around them, because they even told me during my 21st birthday that they was gonna ask an OnlyFans chick around in my area to have sex with me.
Wow. So they already trying to get you caught up in some shit.
You feel me? You feel me? So it's already like, my nigga, you're not gonna keep disrespecting me because I'm a virgin, bro. That's one thing. You're not gonna keep disrespecting me. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about fucking right now. You know, you feel me? Like, that's not really on my prerogative to be just fucking because I can. Why? Y'all niggas can do that shit. Yeah. I wanna have relationship with a female. You feel me?
Yeah, that's the main goal. Not them messing around with people.
But my brothers and them are famous. My brother and him are famous for doing that shit. Always having stories about them doing this, doing that, blah blah blah. Okay, guess what, nigga? That's how some of y'all niggas be getting caught up. Mm-hmm. That's how some of y'all niggas be getting caught up, and then y'all want to be bitching and complaining, talking about this bitch. No, you the dumbass motherfucker. You the bitch.
Yeah,
you the dumbass.
You're the one that put yourself in that situation.
You feel me? Right. So it's kind of like you're the one that fucked up. I didn't do shit.
And then they looking at you. And then they looking at you saying, "Damn, I should have listened to him." They're like, damn straight, you should have listened.
You feel me? Like it's already. We can all test this. It's already hard enough to talk vulnerably with other niggas because other niggas been programmed to think that if you headstrong, that means you a man.
They already been brainwashed.
Right. If you headstrong and go through everything, that means you a man. No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. And the funny thing about it is that I'm halfway done to get my degree. That's the funny shit about it. I'm halfway done. I gotta take 3 classes this semester and take 2 classes next semester. But yet, from his point of view, I'm acting like a bitch because I'm taking better care of myself mentally so that I can have a better opportunity and a better mind space to pass my classes.
What he should have been doing is supporting you, not the other way around.
But see, that's it. I ain't saying you gotta agree with me, but just be like, okay, cool. As long as you get it done, I support you.
Yeah, that's what he should have been saying. Then him dissing and junk.
But see, this is what I've known about.
But you know that cat's probably jealous at what you're doing.
Probably. I wouldn't know though. I really wouldn't know because, to be fair, I'm not trying to know. I'm not trying to know.
Facts.
Honestly,
facts.
You know, like if you have a problem with me because I have a bit of more of a free spirit than you, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem, bro. You know, I'm giving these chances because I look for advice. I talk to people. I hear previous stories from people who went with that ideology of keep on fighting and shit. And guess what? I've talked to my uncle, right? One of my uncles is an entrepreneur in the computer business, right? I've talked to him about dropping out of my class during the summertime. You know what he told me? As long as you get it done, that's all that matters. So why the fuck would I listen to a nigga that just got his degree, 23 years old, and a nigga who's in his fucking 60s has accomplished more than me and you? Does that make sense? And I would listen to my uncle more about me dropping out of classes or keep going on in classes because he's actually done more in that field that I'm doing. My cousin has a 6-figure job, and he does computers also. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have family members who already do this shit. You don't do what I do, bruh. You feel me? Imagine me telling another nigga that hasn't even, like, let me give you an example. Imagine me telling Vader, just because I'm in the NFL, that because he had a mental burnout, which is what athletes do face, that he should keep on going. That he should keep on going, even though his mental health is not good. You know how insensitive that fucking sounds? You know how insensitive that sounds? Just because I made it to the NFL, I gotta beg Vader to do the same shit, even though he's not in the best mind frame? That's stupid. Yeah, I can't force anyone to do something.
The person gotta already want to do it, then you try to force it on them.
And if he or she is dealing with mental problems that you cannot contribute, because that's the funniest shit about it. Because I asked this stupid ass nigga yesterday, are you going to pay for my mental health?
What did he say?
No, he didn't say shit. He kept on intercepting. Are you going to pay for my debt, my student debt, my student loans? No, you're not. So shut the fuck up. You're not paying for the consequences that I may suffer if I don't be careful. You're not going to do that.
He sure ain't. At this point, he's just running his mouth.
Right, you're not gonna do that. You know who's not? You know who's gonna do that most likely? My parents. But then it's still gonna fall on me because I'm the one that's in college. I'm the one that's taking the classes. I'm the one that's having to put in the extra work of submitting paperwork and all this other shit. You're not doing that for me. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that for me. So I find that really kind of arrogant that you would have enough balls to tell me how I should do when you're not paying for me. You're not paying for my problems to go away. You're just advising me how to fight through it. Oh, congratulations. That's 99% of people who be telling fucking workers who are burnt out on a 9-to-5 daily job to keep on fighting, even though these niggas be ready to kill themselves.
Sure, they be talking about that junk all the time too.
Thank you. Imagine having enough arrogance to tell a 9-to-5 regular civilian he should keep fighting, when obviously he's already experienced a whole bunch of burnout, or her. That's not my place to tell them how they should react. That's just me to hear them out and be like, I understand, and I hope you get better. I was glad that I said what I said, and if he don't like it, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But he know, like, at the end of the day, he know you're telling the truth.
Right. At the end of the day, we grown ass people, man. I got too much at stake as a 22-year-old who is trying to do sports and who is trying to do computering to let something fuck me over because you want me to be this strong, masculine, steady hill man. Man, shut the fuck up. Y'all niggas be fucking pussy the minute y'all niggas get stressed out. Half of y'all stress relievers is pussy. What are we talking about? Y'all niggas talking about some stay headstrong. Half of y'all stress relievers is fucking. Half of y'all stress relievers is smoking. That's not me to criticize to say you a loser, but you know what I'm saying? Like for you to have that much room to talk when you be fucking around with the wrong type of people is crazy to me.
Yeah, they how they look running their mouth and they can't even keep their own junk together.
Like everyone has something that they lack. We can all admit that. Mm-hmm. I have something that I lack that y'all probably have. Y'all have something that y'all like that I probably have, whether mentally, spiritually, or financially. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and talk shit just because I'm doing something better than y'all, that's insensitive. And it also makes you more cocky because you don't understand that life can humble your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Life humbles people.
You can say that again.
Yeah, life humbles niggas. If you're not proud, if you're not careful on where you come from or what you have. You know, like life will humble a motherfucker. And then before you know it, and y'all old enough to admit this, before you know it, the same niggas who was talking shit in high school has nothing else to show for it because they peaked.
Yeah, they was just all talk that whole time.
You know, I know certain niggas who have peaked. You know what I'm saying? Some certain niggas I've known have peaked from high school because niggas thought the grass was greener on the other side instead of getting on that level and then keep on having a humbled mindset. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Have a humbled mindset. No one gives a flying fuck about what you have. At the end of the day, can you love your woman? Can you love your man as a woman? Can you appreciate them when they celebrate your achievements and not smother that shit in front of them as if that piece of paper is bigger than the people who appreciate you? If you want to live that life of letting money, status, papers do the talking, congratulations. You're going to be a lonely motherfucker. And then you're going to be the same person that's going to be bitching and complaining as to, why do I have no friends? Why do I have no lovers? Why do I not have no type of kinship? Bitch, because you keep fucking with them. No one wants to deal with a cocky ass bitch or nigga. No one.
Yeah, they sure don't.
And I've learned that shit through other examples. A lot of my, I'll tell you the truth, a lot of my friends have peaked because, like I said before, they thought the grass was greener on the other side. Me personally, I've been out for 5 years due to a heart condition, and I just got back this past year. And I had an ankle injury this whole summer that fucked me over. Now, obviously, it's going to take me at least, like the whole school year to get back on my feet and try to play, college ball, play D1 ball, and who knows, either play overseas or try to get into professional NBA basketball. Who knows, right? Yeah. But the point of the matter is that I'm understanding what it means to be at the so-called bottom right now. And me understanding that, and me understanding the risks, the rewards, the risks that you have to take to become special, you can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, it takes a lot of hard work and support.
You can't do that shit by yourself. Mm-hmm. You can't. I don't care if you have the money to finance, you can't do that shit by yourself, because at some moments you are going to hit a plateau mentally, because sometimes things do get boring. Y'all can attest to that. When y'all have done the same shit, whether it's work, whether it's hanging out with friends, it can get boring from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It can get boring. It can get a bit repetitive. But that's when the people around you, that if you are a good person and you have good people around you, will give you that extra boost to keep on pushing and going. You know what I'm saying? But there's too many niggas in our generation. I'm gonna be honest. Our generation is the most cockiest. It's the most cockiest, arrogant, bullshit generation. And I'm like, my nigga, you live with your parents. I live with my parents. I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not ashamed to say that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like the people who talking shit, you live with your parents, and if you don't, you're living a fantasy life that if you don't focus on your job, that money leaves you real quick. The amount of people I've known that have lost money or went out of business temporarily because they thought that they was that shit, and they
thought they was that guy,
right, or that girl, and guess what? They hit a plateau. And then and then it's funny because when you go back and you try to get back with your friends, the people who've been support you, but treat but like you treat them like shit, then you're gonna be asking like, I'm alone. Yeah, because guess
you're
what?
Gonna be alone. You selfish and arrogant. Thought you knew it all.
Right. So it's like, and like I said, me dropping out of my class during the summer was not me admitting defeat. It was me admitting I hit a plateau. And I'm going back because I understand what I had to change. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I understand that I had to change certain things, So me knowing that makes me feel like I'm getting better. It makes me feel like I am getting better as a human, because having these experiences of knowing what it feels like to be burnt out, but knowing how to, counteract that burnout by admitting that it's okay to fail a class, It's okay if you don't want to fail a class, it's okay to drop out temporarily, you know what I'm saying, and get back into the fight. It's okay to do that. As long as you still believe that you can pass a class, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm starting to even understand as an adult right now that the same friends that you had since high school, since you were a kid, sometimes won't be there when you're an adult because of differences. And that's okay to admit. And if my friends don't make me a better person, I have no problem not being friends with them no more, temporarily. You feel me?
Yep.
Because guess what? I've realized that if you are a good person, you'll make friends anywhere. You'll make friends anywhere. Y'all can attest to that. Have y'all had friends that y'all was probably close with when y'all was kids, right? Probably don't even see them anymore.
And then,
right?
and then once you got older, they nowhere to be seen. You're like, sucker, did I ever even grow up with the person?
Right. But then guess what? Along the way, you meet other people in your life that do give you that, that feeling of being wanted, being desired after, and stuff by, by a woman. You feel me? So you do meet that, and I've felt that a bit. Like, I felt those things. Like, when my friends were not calling me when I was going through my darkest moments and shit like that, guess what? That was a bit of an awakening to me, bruh. That, not everyone is going to care about you. And I had to sit there and be like, you're right. That's why nowadays when I go to school, I can make friends that can replace others, that can be meaningful, because I've relinquished that obsessiveness of feeling like I gotta stay in contact with people that don't want to call me back. I gotta stay in contact with
if
people.
You gotta go out, if you gotta go out your way and do that, sucker, they was never there. They was never there to help you out.
Right, like my friend talks more to my older brother than me, and that's not me hating it. It's just the reality. You feel me? It's a reality that I have to accept. And due to me accepting that, it's easier to kind of be like, because I ain't gonna lie, I was low-key surprised when I did not feel regret. I don't know why. I just didn't feel hurt by regretting it.
Probably already expected it. That's probably why.
Probably that subconsciously, I probably did expect it, but I think it's also because I'm confident enough to say I can make friends that does not mean y'all two. My two childhood friends, you know what I'm saying?